Many are called, but a few are chosen. Ever heard this proverb? This certainly holds true for trading. There's a famous saying that 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in 90 days. Yes, don't be surprised. The statistics shows that 90% of people who start trading lose 90% of their capital in less than 3 months. And in this video, we are going to see why trading is a negative sum game. I know this video is going to receive a lot of hate, but we're anyway going to do it. So let's get started. Let us first understand what is a negative sum game. In the game theory, there are three mathematical representations of any situation. First, zero sum game. Second, positive sum game. And third, negative sum game. Let's try and understand each one of them. Zero sum games are the games where for one person to win, another person has to lose. For example, suppose there is a group of friends cutting a birthday cake and the host takes the big piece from that cake. Now this automatically reduces the amount of cake available for others, as well as it increases the amount of cake available for the taker, that is the host. Now why am I referring to the host? You'll get to know by the end of this video, so do watch this video till the end. Okay, now coming to the second type, the positive sum games. Positive sum games are those where the sum of the winnings and losses is greater than zero. This becomes possible only when the size of the pie is somehow enlarged and there is more wealth to distribute between the parties than there was originally, or some other way has been devised so that everybody gets what they want and need. A good example of this would be patient investing. So let's take an example of Mr. X and Mr. Y. Mr. X bought the shares of Reliance Company when it was trading around at rupees 100. After holding the shares for a couple of years, Mr. X finally decides to sell those shares when the price of the stock was trading at rupees 900, that is 9x returns for Mr. X. Now comes the another party, Mr. Y. Mr. Y bought these shares from Mr. X at rupees 900. Now after holding the shares for a couple of years, Mr. Y now finally decides to sell the shares of Reliance when the price of the share was at rupees 2000. And in this outcome, both Mr. X and Mr. Y have earned profit. And this is where the positive sum game occurs, where no one wins at someone else's expense. The third and the most difficult one is negative sum games, where the pie is shrinking. In the end, all the gains and the losses will add up to be less than zero. This means that for any party to maintain its position, they have to take something from another person. Now, even if everybody is ready to take his or her share of losses, everyone will still lose in comparison to what they had initially or they really wanted initially. A recent example of this would be unfortunate people who invested their hard-earned money in a few of the schemes of Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund. Now, in the last part of this video, we are going to understand why trading is not a zero-sum game or why it may be a negative-sum game. So by now you must have understood the definition or the meaning of zero-sum game. In zero-sum game, the profits and losses of all the players come about to be zero. Winners' profits are the losers' losses. Simple, right? Several important implications flow from this understanding whether trading is or is not a zero-sum game. So do listen to this part very, very carefully and take notes if you want to. Let me explain this to you with the help of an example of the game poker, because poker is a good metaphor for trading. Now we are going to consider two scenarios. Scenario number one. You are playing poker with your friends at your friend's place. This situation is a zero-sum game. Whatever player wins, some other has to lose. But the winnings and the losses of all the players will add up to be zero, like I mentioned earlier. Now consider the second scenario where you're playing poker at the club. This will be a negative sum game. In this situation, the house charges some percentage of the profit or a fixed fee per hand. This will become a negative sum game because the winnings and the losses of all the players will add up to be less than 0. The players in aggregate lose to the house. Similarly, in trading, no trader can profit without another trader losing. The game isn't equally balanced, my friend. Why? You will know now. For simplicity, let's suppose the stock market has only two traders, Ram and Sham. At the beginning of the day, they both have rupees 10,000 each. So their balance sheet will look something like this. Ram's capital 10,000, Sham's capital 10,000. During the day, they both indulge in intraday trading and Ram loses 10,000 to Sham. Now at the end of the day, their revised balance sheet would be Ram's capital 0 and Sham's capital 20,000. That's simple, right? But that doesn't happen to be the case. You ask me why? Because in order to carry out these transactions successfully, they have to pay these charges. Now what does this mean? This money has been taken out of the system. You can see in this year 2017-18 report from Business Standard that the government collected 111 billion rupees from the stock market for the financial year 2016-17. That's insane, right? Now, where is this money coming from? It is being taken out of the pockets of both the winning as well as the losing party. Irrespective of whether you win or you lose, the government and the exchange will definitely be benefiting from your transaction. And this is why trading, and more specifically intraday trading and derivative trading, is a negative sum game. Whoa, it took a lot of effort to research and write the script of this video. So if you like the effort and you want to support us, guess what? You can do it for free. Just like the video, share it with your friends, put this as your WhatsApp status. Just do your thing. This way, you're telling the YouTube algorithm that this video is worth sharing, this channel is worth growing. So do us this favor. And do this only if you really liked our content and you want us to be coming up with videos on regular basis. Until next time, namaste, bye bye and take care.